How the whale got his throat. In the sea once upon a time, oh my best beloved, there was a whale. And he ate fishes, he ate the starfish, and he ate the garfish, and the crab, and the dab, and the paste, and the dace, and the snake, and his mate, and the mackerel, and the prickly, and the really, truly, twirly, whirly eagle, and the fishes he could find in all the sea, in all the sea he ate with his mouth so, till at last there was only one small fish left in all the sea, and he was a smart stoatfish. And he swam and he swam a little behind the whale's right ear. So as to be out of harm's way. Then the whale stood up on his tail and said, I'm hungry. And the small stoatfish said in a small stoat voice, okay, noble and generous, noble and generous cretin has you ever tasted man? Have you ever tasted men? No, said the whale. What is it like? Nice, said the small stoatfish. Nice, nice but doubly. Then fetch me some, said the whale, and he made a sea force up with his tail. One at a time. Here's enough, said the stoatfish. If you swim to Layton 15 north, longitude 40 west, that is magic. You will find sitting on a raft, sitting. You will find sitting on a raft in the middle of the sea, with nothing on board a pair of blue canvas breeches and a pair of suspenders. You must not forget the suspenders. Okay. Best beloved and a jackknife on shipwreck. That mariner who is it is only fair to tell you is a man of infinite resource and sagacity. Can you say infinite resource and sagacity? Oh, oh. So the whale swam and swam to good cold swim and on a raft in the middle of the sea with nothing but where expect a pair of, okay, a pair of blue canvas breeches and a pair of suspenders. You must not forget the suspenders. Purdy, remember the suspenders best, beloved. And the jackknife. He found one single sorry shipwrecked mariner, traveling his toes in the water. He had his mummies leave to paddle, or else he would never have done it. Okay, because he was a man of infinite resource and sagacity. Can you say infinite resource and sagacity? Then the whale put his mouth back and back and back till it nearly touched his tail, and he swallowed the shipwreck. And the rat was sitting on and his blue cabins, breeches, and the suspenders, which you must not forget, and the jackknife. He swallowed them all down into his warm, dark inside cup with Morris, and then he smacked his lips so when he turned around 3 times on his tail. But soon as the mariner, who was a man of infinite resource and sagacity. Can you say infinite resource and sagacity? Okay. Okay. Truly inside the whale's warm dark hub, bored himself. Truly, he was a man of infinite resource and sagacity, who was a man of inside of resource and sagacity, found himself truly inside a whale's warm, dark inside cup. Bored, he stooped and he jumped and he humped and he thumped and he bumped and he hacked and he danced and he banged and he tagged and he hit and he bit and he leaped and he creaked and he powled and he howled and he hopped and he dropped and he cried and he sighed and he leaped and he danced harpings for his soul sudden, and the whale felt most unhappy. Indeed. Have you forgotten the suspenders? So he said the stupid this man is. This is a picture of the whale swallowing the man with his infinite resource and sagacity. Okay, and the rat and the jackknife and the suspenders, which is right behind the man. Okay, which must not forget the botany things. The botany things are the marriage suspenders, and you can see the knife close to them, which is right behind. He is sitting on the raft, but it has tilted up sideways, so you don't see much of it. The white thing by the mare's left hand is a piece of wood that he was trying to row the raft with when the whale came along the piece of wood is called the jaws of a gaff. The mariner left outside. When he went in, the whale's name was similar to the mariner's, was called Mr. Henry. A bread, A.B. The little stuffish is hiding under the whale's tummy, or else I will have drowned him in the reason that the sea looks. So Ushi Shuki is because the whale is sucking it all into his mouth so as to stuck in Mr. Henry's Albert Binders and the raft and the jackknife and the suspenders. You must never forget the suspenders. This is part 7. Very nobly, and besides, he's making me help. Hiccup. Hiccup sounds funny. What shall I do? Tell him to come out, said the stonefish. So the whale called down and now his own throat to the shipwrecked manor. Come out, me, have you soul? Come out and me, have your soul. I've got. Nay, nay, said the mariner. Not so, but fair otherwise. Take me to my nail shore and the white cliffs of Ambient, and I'll think about it. And he began to dance more than ever. You had better take him home, said the stonefish to the whale. I'm out to have warned you that he is a man of infinite resource and sagacity. So the whale swam and swam and swam with both flippers and his tail as hard as he could for the hiccups. And at last he saw the mariner's nail shore and the white cliffs and opened his mouth wide and wide and wide and wide, and said, Take you, sister, and sort of material needing and sushi of the big bowl. And just as he said, Fitch, the matter walked out of his mouth. But while the whale had been swimming, the mariner, who was indeed a person of infinite resource and